Welcome to our tub. Come on in. It's warm inside, and there's always room for more.
This podcast contains adult material and is intended for mature audiences only. If you're under 18, grab your rubber ducky and find another tub. This one's not for you. Hello and welcome back in the tub for episode 139. I'm Mr. Berg.
And I'm Mrs. Berg.
And this week, well, we got a little bit of conversations. We're going to discuss a night out on the town last week.
On the town?
Well, kind of. We drove around town to get to where we were going for a performance. And, well, we'll talk about it. Really weren't sure what to expect going in. And, well, unfortunately, as we look at the schedule, this show doesn't have many more dates coming up around the country, but definitely worth keeping an eye on for next year. And then we're going to have some Exxxotica discussions. Based on when this episode launches, we're essentially only 2.5 weeks out of Exxxotica, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So it's coming up fast. October's here. Convention season starts. So here we are. Time to get ready, because it'll be here before we know it. So sit back, relax, and, well, enjoy the show. We got some things to talk about. All right, welcome back. Again, episode 139. And what was we said in the intro? First part of today's episode, we're going to talk about a night on the town. And, well, listeners know we don't get many of those with our schedule.
Mm-hmm. And during the week yet.
Yes, even midweek as well.
A hump day night on the town it was, actually.
But we went out to a theater for a show.
Mm-hmm.
Try to class it up a little bit. Hey.
Try to class it up a little bit until we tell you what it was.
Yeah, it was a theater. So we're a step in the right direction. But we went out and took in a show that was coming through the area. They were in Pittsburgh for about 2 weeks.
How did you find out about it again?
Social media. It kept popping up. And as I kind of dug more in, I'm like, well, all right, what the heck? You kind of got me. You got you got a few things that really kind of hook me and pull me in.
Mm-hmm. And those are?
Buns and Boobies.
Okay.
And Star Wars.
Okay.
And what we went to see was a burlesque parody called The Empire Strips Back. And when I first started seeing it on social media, I'm going, all right, what kind of scam is this? Somebody out to get my money. But I started digging into it and really started seeing a lot of reviews, a lot of positive things. Saw that essentially they've traveled the world doing this. And as we look through their website, they have done this show in Sydney, in Melbourne, and Brisbane, Australia. They were in Paris. And then they were across the U.S.
So it went from, somebody trying to take my money to, yeah, go ahead, take my money.
Exactly. Again, they were in town for it was a 2-week stretch. And, it worked out in the schedule that, hey, we were able to go on a Wednesday night. All right, fine, cool.
Mm-hmm. Except traffic that time of
traffic, day. Yeah. And, during the day, I drive an okay amount, or I used to. And I know my way around the city. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get there this way. And then I started listening to the GPS. So throw that out the window. So much for a nice dinner that was planned. There's a cool looking little taqueria across from this theater that it really was a small theater. It was actually a pretty cool kind of venue up on Penn Avenue, up in the East Liberty area, above Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. And so we ended up at this little pizza shop down the street for some chicken tenders and fries.
And fried zucchini.
Yeah.
Hey, we ate.
I was able to get a cocktail, but I kind of laughed. I shot out a picture to a few friends that are in the industry, and I said, I'm at a top tier establishment when the bar specials were $3 Taylor port wine and $2.50 Jenny cream ale drafts.
And drunken gummy bears.
Yes, they did have drunken gummy bears. But all right, hey, fine. We got there. We got into the venue. They did have a couple beers and wines available for purchase. All right, fine. And again, we get into the theater.
They weren't your run of the mill beers though either. They were
and no, they definitely did have some some premium IPAs. Selection of like it was 3 or 4 beers. They had, I think, White Claws and then hard cider too, and wine. So again, not overly expensive. It was a nice. It was a unique theater. So we go in, get our seats. Of course, as I sat and looked at tickets, I'm going, oh, no. We're going to sit close. I want the experience. So, I mean, essentially, we were in the back row of the first level. Some classy people would say the orchestra seating.
What were we, like 6?
It was
6 rows from the stage?
It was
like
about 6 or 7 rows from the stage, and it was the back row in the front. And again, still not really knowing what to expect. It was very well done. I think from a theatrical standpoint, it the lighting, the music, the sound. The parodies that they played off of each scene that they did, it did kind of play into the movie itself.
Yeah.
But the props were great. It really was extremely well done.
I mean, and you can tell, like, the choreography was good. It wasn't like, you could tell it wasn't like thrown together. You could tell that the dancers were experienced and
they were professionals,
right?
Yeah, very much so.
Not showgirls.
I was going to say not Coyote Ugly, not the not your, hate to say your dive gentleman's club, but it very, very professional. Every bit of it.
Mm-hmm. The MC was quite entertaining.
He really kept things going. So essentially what they did was, I want to say probably 10 or 12 skits, I'd call them, from the movies. So they were all probably, I think all of them played out to 1 or 2 songs.
Right.
And then they would change it. So, and even the music, when you look at, and as we listen to the music selections, I mean, these are songs that you recognize, popular songs that even more so went to the fact that this was a professionally done thing, because you got to pay licensing fees for this stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And when you're looking at some of the artists and some of the music that they utilized, it's not a cheap licensing fee.
No.
Yeah. But again, overall good. I am not the theater, ballet, dance. For me, that requires a poll. When it comes to dance, it's just me. But we had even ran into friends of ours there. And she grew up in dance, in professional dance classes. She taught professional dance. And she had even said, wow, wasn't sure what to expect, but this is really damned good.
And there was definitely that comedic aspect to it also.
Yes, there were a few skits that definitely were very much funny. So, again, The Empire Strips Back. Great performance. Well worth the money. It was a great night out. As we sit here and look, listeners out there, worth looking into. There's still 6 cities on the tour. They are coming out to L.A. I see that on here. Cleveland, Cincinnati, Toledo. So they got 3 within Ohio. And then London, Ontario, and Mexico City. So, there's some shows still out there. And I will guarantee you that next year, if they are back in Pittsburgh, we will go. Just because, again, it was good. Can't say anything bad, any negatives about it. It was a fun night. They put on a great show, great performers, just a great atmosphere. So, go and see The Empire Strips Back if you can. Check it out online. TheEmpireStripsBack.com.
That's easy enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So, enough about our evening and that. I think everybody got the hint. It was good. It was fun. It was Star Wars, boobs, and butts.
And I know more about Star Wars now
because you didn't have a choice.
Than when they came out in the 80s.
You didn't have a choice.
Well, no.
You grew up in a house full of women. And now you're in a house full of males.
Yeah.
Including the puppy. Who was 1 year old yesterday? He had his happy birthday. Yoo-hoo.
So, like I said, does that mean, is he still a puppy? Or is he...
No. No, he's a freaking tween. He's a jackass tween now. Yeah. Fun. All right. So, we wrapped that up. We did say we were going to have some discussions on Exxxotica, so we will get to that. But prior to taking a little break and getting to Exxxotica, there's something that over time I think we lost touch with, that these things are going to be in the show notes. And it's stuff that we've had the pleasure of knowing and becoming friends with these people that have been supportive over the, almost 3 years at this point. And those are the companies out there that are affiliates and sponsors of the show. There's quite a few, and I think a lot of them, again, with a lot going on, it's something that was like, oh, boy, you know what? We miss discussing some of them. A few programs have changed, and yes, we get a little kickback if anybody purchases anything based on our affiliate link. And there are a few of them. We don't have a laundry list. You do hear during breaks on some shows, and aware of the people at Cassidy, great people. There is, and we talked about it it's been a little while, our affiliate program with Motor Bunny.
Yes.
And motorbunny.com. They're doing some interesting new things. And there's a few new toys that have been added to the collection as they've partnered with Bad Dragon. And
Interesting.
And most of the toys from that are the Bad Dragon attachments are for the Buck system. So that is, yes, we have the standard Motor Bunny that vibrates and twists. The Buck, just as the name suggests, it bucks and spins and vibrates. So, just a great company.
So
We've had the pleasure.
It truly gives you a ride.
Exactly. Again, a great company. Some of those links will be on the show notes as well. And this is something that, unfortunately, ourselves, our schedules, different things happening in life, we haven't had the ability to utilize and really take advantage of. Great people have been on the show in the past, and that is World Exotic Travel. There is a link that we will post that shows and shares the upcoming trips, the different locations that they go to within the world of nude and lifestyle travel. Something that has been on our list for a long time. And again, we just haven't taken advantage of it. Hopefully, at some point next year, we will be able to coordinate something that could be a, show-sponsored getaway to somewhere. Whether it be Hito or, even somewhere here stateside. But again, these companies are great companies. They're part of, the lifestyle, the entertainment industry, and they've always been good to us and supportive of us and good people throughout the years. So again, it was something that kind of hit me the other day. I'm like, oof, we really haven't given them enough props. Enough discussion, enough talk. But very well worth every bit of it. So check out those links. If you got any thoughts on a lifestyle getaway or trip, definitely check it out. Check out World Exotic. Hey, if you're just looking for a little bit of extra fun, well, hey, you got Motor Bunny. Cassidy for all your lifestyle needs. And, hey, who knows? Maybe there's a few others there. But with that, I think we're going to take a short little break. And when we come back, we're going to discuss our hopes and dreams that we know will get crushed and never happen at Exxxotica, because that's the way it always works.
Crushed?
No, it doesn't get crushed.
Thrown out the window.
Yes, forgot about. It's not have a plan, work the plan. It's have a plan. Yeah, why even have it?
Change the plan.
Exactly, change the plans. Slap that puppy in reverse and go the opposite way. U-turn. So we will be back in a few moments.
This episode is brought to you by Cassidy.com. Have you ever wished there was an all-encompassing way to find sexy, like-minded people in your area? Well, Cassidy has hit that on the head. The Cassidy platform brings the best of sexy social media, profile searches, rendezvous, party calendars, and travel all into one. Find and make new friends, share your naughtiest of pictures with select friends in your backstage pass, and plan your next naughty encounter all at once. Follow the Cassidy link in our tub to try it out free for 30 days. When you join, you'll be added to our community to get some early sneak peeks. You'll also be first to know where you may find us out and about.
All right. Welcome back. Episode 139. And this is the Exxxotica segment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Exxxotica, Edison, New Jersey, 2024. Not far away. As I said, it's October 25th, 26th, and 27th. Coming up, oh boy, just over 2 weeks from when this episode will be launching. So, well, who's going? Are we going to see listeners there? We've maybe run into one or two over the years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe there's been more. They just haven't said anything. But again, hey, our plan, the way we work, we will be there late Friday evening. Typically, we'll not be on the show floor on Friday. We normally get there just in time to get our credentials to be able to kind of mingle at the after party based on work and our drive out there. So Friday, yeah, no, it's the after party and having a drink or three to unwind.
Or 5.
Yeah. Saturday, though, we are on the floor pretty much all day.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely use the early part of Saturday before it gets crazy to get some interviews, see some people, catch up, and then just kind of mingle the rest of the day on Saturday. And that is where we've always said, hey, we got to look at the event schedule. Let's go to some seminars. Let's do some cool shit. Let's learn something. And then the seminars are over. And we're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but that usually changes because we're trying to get interviews with certain people and they're only there certain times, or we'll start a conversation and start bullshitting with somebody, and next thing you know, an hour goes by, or we'll go out to grab a smoke, and Katie will be out there, and next thing you know, it's 40 minutes later, and it is what it is. Right.
We'll get a little hungry. We'll get a couple empanadas, and the next thing you know, another hour went by. So,
Oh, yeah, the empanadas.
Yeah. Empanadas, pickles, and root beer.
All 3.
Doesn't sound like something that really matches, but believe me, at Exxxotica they do.
Not all at the same time, of course, but.
So, we're going to take a look. And again, tickets for Exxxotica are still available. Friday night is ladies free. So any female gets in for free. You are able to buy group packs via Cassidy and the group within Cassidy. So if you're not on Cassidy, there'll be a link in the show notes for a free 30-day trial. And there you're able to get some discounted group tickets to be part of the lifestyle group. Access to the after parties, VIP access to the show, some nice swag bags, and some cool shit. So if you haven't got your tickets, that's the way to go. And you can as well buy tickets at the door. They're a little bit more expensive, but, hey, if you got the feeling to drive out to Edison, New Jersey on Saturday morning to go to the convention, then you can still get your tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So the one thing I will say, as I've looked down, and we're only 2.5 weeks away, so it's a little interesting. The seminar schedule isn't
It's very short.
very long, and typically there are a lot of seminars, and this year there is not. So I'm not. I expect more to be added within the next week or so.
Yeah, because if you look too, I mean,
There's
the times are kind of like.
Yes, it is kind of like this really is, it's open. They don't have it nailed down. So essentially right now, there are only 4 seminars listed.
Right.
And again, there are always seminars throughout the day. There are definitely ones that are normally on here that I do not see.
Right. And then, like I
The
said,
ones that are on here now, though, are pretty much all lifestyle.
Yeah.
Outside of NISA's, that is the Loyal Fans Overview, and they've had it before on how to, become a content creator. And she is good. We've had the pleasure of meeting her and talking to her quite a few times. But then we go to the other 3 seminars. And it is Cassidy's Guide to Finding Like-Minded Couples. All right. That is hosted by Richard and Danielle. Know them both very well. Have really gotten to know Richard over the years quite a bit. So, okay. For anyone new getting into the lifestyle or wanting to think about it, something worth sitting in on. Next one listed is Getting into the Swing of Things with Don and Ken. Again, great people. Gosh, we met Don and Ken at our first Exxxotica back in 2016, 17?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah. And we've gotten to know them pretty well. Great people. They really run the Cassidy side. Don and Ken and then Richard and Danielle really are the main people that handle the Cassidy booth and the Cassidy experience within the Exxxoticas.
Right. But if you look at the descriptions of both of these, they're exactly the same.
Yeah. and again, what's very nice is they're both going to give different takes. Because again, they're great, but they're different.
Yeah.
Different personalities.
Right.
Different, totally different people. So, again, two very good seminars for anybody new. And then a lifestyler's guide to traveling the world naked. Now, you see who's hosting that one? That's going to be a fun one. So this is hosted by Richard and then Luke and Kim and the people at Cassidy. So the other two, they own a company, the Deviant Network. They are a trip, a great time. Don't hold that against them because they're from upstate New York. But
hey,
just a great. We have so many laughs with this group of people. And as we discussed
and also
earlier,
drink too much.
Little bourbon. It's only a little bottle, a full bottle. That's empty by the end of the night. And again, we had said in the first half about one of our sponsors or one of our affiliates, World Exotic Travel, and those guys, they have it covered. The three of them that are doing this, they've done the travel. They understand it. They know it. Great people. So if it's something you're looking or thinking about, this is another great seminar worth just checking out. Maybe getting some insights and some thoughts on, well, where do I want to go? What do I want to spend? When you get into that, well, you can spend as little or as much as you want. When you start talking about these all-inclusive lifestyle resorts, well, you're looking at $300, $400, $500 a day, depending on where you're going as a couple and what time of the year. I know we've looked at hedonism before, and it's like, okay, well, if we go this time, it's like $250, $280 a night. You go this time, it's like $500 a night.
Yeah. But that's
Same experience.
Right, but that's any travel destination, really.
Yeah, it's hitting the right times and what's the best. As well, some of these places, as they have events booking in, that drives the price as well.
Well, yeah.
So, do you want to go to, a wild, crazy week? Do you want your first time to be laid back, relaxed? They can answer a lot of questions as you sit down and go through their seminar. And that might be one of them that really look into just kind of sitting in and getting some of their take on it as well. So
what else?
So those are the seminars. Now the stage, and there's always something as if you've listened to our shows, our follow up on Exxxotica, there's always something happening on the main stage. And this isn't totally nailed down yet. These times are a little bit better than the rest, but there are a lot. What I saw is a lot of shows. A lot of performances on the main stage. Essentially, every half hour, for the most part, there is something. Every half hour to 45 minutes, there is something happening on the main stage.
Right.
Games and giveaways or shows. So, you know what? It's great if you... I hate to say it's a great place to kind of unwind. Maybe slow your pace down a little bit to kind of just sit and watch a show or two at the stage.
Or stand, really.
Well, and yeah, but it gets you out of the craziness of the floor. Like, I don't know, we've done that before. Like, all right, hey, just go over here and we'll watch and see what's going on the stage just for... 5 minutes. Just it actually is a slight decompress compared to all the all what can be the craziness on the floor. So
yeah.
Again, as you look down through, there definitely is a lot. I mean, Christiana Sin has a show every day. Had the pleasure of meeting her in the past. Did a well, she dipped her toes in the tub with us and grabbed my junk, and that was a interesting interview, to say the least.
Yeah.
Claire Fay, the Texas Twerk is always a good one with Alexis Texas. The Miss Exxxotica competition, that is a constant. And they will crown Miss Exxxotica.
There's a couple. It looks like a couple of different aerial artists.
Yeah, there's aerial. There's some burlesque. So there really is a lot going on the main stage. So again, to kind of break away from everything and, the crowd's walking the aisles. It's nice to kind of step back and just sit and watch a show. So, let's go into the guest list and see if anything is different. Now, I have been following on social media just to see, because Exxxotica does kind of put out posts of who is going to be in attendance, who is committed. And there's a lot of different names that I have seen. And
Different. Haven't been
that
there
haven't
before?
been there, and there are some, again, I think from our end, we aren't so much as in tune with the cam world.
Right.
So I don't know if a lot are from the cam side. But this here, I apologize because I don't know this name. Addis Fouché? Fouch? Don't know. But she's in the Loyal Fan Spotlight booth. So it's someone that is known.
Yeah.
As we look, well, let me just jump. See, now what's nice on Exxxotica, they let you jump to her social media. This my senior, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Caribbean Babe Entertainment. All right, not familiar. Someone new. Ding, ding, ding. Found someone new. So there's a new one. Alex Blair has been there in the past. Alex Cole. Always. Alexis, Texas. Always there. Amber Lynn. I did see that Amber Lynn was going to be here. So back into the, hate to say golden age, but this is Amber Lynn is back in the late 90s into the 2000s. So that is definitely a big name that has not been there in the past. And I actually saw that. I think someone, I forget who it was, posted that. Anastasia Pierce. And April
O'Neil.
Yep. Who else? Who else? Who else? This
Aubrey
one
Kate.
right there.
Huh.
Aubrey Kate. That, and I
She
don't
hasn't
ever,
been at one.
I don't ever recall her being at an Exxxotica. So that is unique in itself, and it shows the some of the change as well,
Right.
because of the trans acceptance within this within the Exxxotica world, and there, because there has not really been that for a while.
Right. Bad Bella.
Bad Bella,
Recent guest of the show.
yes,
Bad Pup Ash. She's always there.
yeah, he always is.
Wait. Oh, never mind. I saw who that was.
Yeah,
Bella Lexi.
Bella Lexi has been there since her emergence into the scene about a year or so ago. All right. Brenna
McKenna.
Okay. Which makes sense. I mean, Brenna, she was on the show. She's a Jersey Philly girl. Brittany Andrews has always been there. She's been on the show a few times from Exxxoticas.
Brooklyn Chase.
Yep, Brooklyn is always there as well. So I'm still Carter James, Cecilia Taylor, Cherry, Christiana Sin. We already talked about that, and Claire Faye.
Who Claire Fay is. I believe she's the reigning Miss Exxxotica champion.
Yes, I believe you're correct. What I see a lot of male names on here and profiles, and that again hasn't been the norm with Exxxotica.
No.
You get a few in the cam world, but not many within booths, and I think that is growing. It shows some of the change. And I think they see that in the crowds that are coming through as well.
Right.
There are a lot of couples. There are a lot of females that are there. So yes, not saying hey they're not there to see the women, but show them a little ween too, I guess. Right? I mean, Mrs., do you have a problem if you're seeing somebody that you're like, "Ooh, I see him in movies."
No.
And then you see him there?
No.
Yeah, you're not going to have a problem with that. See? So, I think it's nice to start seeing some of that. Ember Snow is normally there. Emma Cyrus. Ava Angelina.
And we're still only in the beginning of the alphabet.
Yeah.
Wow.
See still more
Foxy Darlin'.
Yep, and she has been there, and she's been on the show. There is and there is a lot of names. Again, I don't recognize that it's going to be interesting to meet some new people. There's Ivy Minx. Jada Stevens, Jenna Hayes. Now, Jenna Hayes was in Chicago.
I think so, yes.
I'm pretty sure she
Yes.
came back for that. Jennifer White. Yep.
Jessie Lee. Joanna Angel.
So, and those are pretty much the loyal fans.
Staples.
Yeah. Karen Fisher has been there. Katie Cush.
Kenzie.
Yeah. Kelly Richards. Now, we did hear that as well. So we got some, again, older. Back in the day.
Kiki Clout.
Lady Lazarus is there. Lauren. Lexi Luna. Lisa Ann, who actually has been at them for a while.
Lily Craven.
Lily Craven, yeah.
Why do I feel like I know that name?
Because you do. She's been around for a little while. Yeah. So yes, you know that name.
Okay.
Who else? Oh. Yeah, no, that was listed there. Let's see. Where else we had? We already said Lisa Ann. Jeez. This list is definitely pretty big.
Madison Morgan.
Yeah.
Madison Wild.
Mandy Muse. Jeez. Again, there are names that have not been on this list.
Nikki Lynn.
Yeah. That are Mistress Dolly. We've met her a few times. Wow. There are just, it's insane as we go down through here. The amount of performers that are signed up for this.
So?
Again, you never know what happens.
Right.
Somebody that plans on being there.
Phoenix Marie.
Yeah. She was in Chicago, I believe.
Ray Ray.
Yeah.
Rebel Rider.
Yep, Rebel's there. Rex, Rhea. Rocky. I mean, it just keeps going. and going. So, wow.
Sarah J.
Yeah, she's had her own booth for a while. Selena Ivy again. Small
Small
Hands.
Hands.
Spencer. Stephanie Love, who's been on the show. Stormy. I mean, this is really going to be interesting. Tara Patrick, I did see that was going to be there.
Lilith Jane.
Yeah. And we're still only in the
Tiffany
teens. It's still
Madison.
rolling.
Wow.
Where are they going to put all these people?
Vicky Chase.
Victoria Peaks.
Violet Myers.
Well, yeah, and Violet's always there, and
Right.
Violet always has a huge line.
Zach West.
Yeah, it just again, wow. This is probably the largest list that I have seen.
Right.
Really hope that it stays that way. Again, you never know what happens. Things come up. People get sick. Family, life in general. You never know.
As we well know.
Yes. So, again, October 25th through 27th, Edison, New Jersey. We will be there. Will you? Well, I guess time will tell. We got our hotel room. We got everything ready. No, we don't.
No.
We don't nearly have everything ready.
No.
We'll be scrambling on Thursday night to get everything packed.
It's just how we roll, folks.
So, that's next up on the list. As we say, hey, we keep you guys up to date. Yep, that's where we're going. 2.5 weeks, Jersey. We'll be out. We'll be wandering. We'll be relaxing and having fun throughout the show. If you see us, say hi. Don't be shy.
Well, they could always look for our shirts.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to say.
Yeah. Yeah. We got stickers. We got shit to give away. So, stop, say hey. And think with that, this week is about done.
This week's episode.
This week's episode. Yeah.
This week,
this week just
unfortunately,
started.
has just started.
Yeah. And we got 2 long ones prior to going to Exxxotica. So, we got to get through these next 2 weeks. Summer's about done.
Summer is done. It was like chilly here today.
Yeah, it got a little cold. Had to put the roof back on the Jeep yesterday. Got my Jeep. I've been saying for a year I was buying another Wrangler because I wanted the toy. And, yep, got another Jeep 5 days ago. Yesterday, got caught in the rain with no doors or roof. Welcome back to Jeep World.
And what did Mrs. say to you before you left? Did
No,
you
actually,
check
I was
the
about
weather?
20 minutes from home, and you said, "Did you check the weather?" I'm like, it'll be fine. Yeah. Thanks
And
to
you
the boys at the cigar lounge. They were like, "Hey, we got a tarp on the side of the building. Throw it over top till the rain's over."
Jeez. And by the way, you can actually thank Mrs. for finding that too. By the way,
Yeah. All right. So with that, again, summer's over. Enjoy any last little bit of time you can get out outside to do something for yourself. Take that time, make the most of what you can and what you're doing. Be sure to pay for your porn and support all of the list we went through. That'll be at Exxxotica, all our past guests, future guests, all of that. Check out in the show notes our affiliates.
Motor Bunny.
Follow us on our social media. Berg Couple for Fun on Twitter and Instagram. The Bergs on Facebook and Reddit. Again, we'll be at Exxxotica. You can check us out there. But that's about it.
That's a wrap.
Don't forget to wrap it before you tap it. Lick it before you stick it. And until next time,
We'll keep the lights on and the tub warm for you.